It's me again. The disciple of Christ reveals and reflects God by living a word-centered, prayer-centered, spirit-led, compassionate, transformed, missional life in community. So we spent 3 weeks talking about what it means to reflect God, and we're going to spend 3 weeks talking about what it means to reveal God. So last week we talked about that the gospel is important to us, so that's how we reflect God, because we're being changed and reconciled and brought close to God. And also our role as revealing God is important because it's us sharing the gospel, the good news of Jesus with other people. But the gospel and the good news that Jesus brought was that he was reconciling all things back to God. And so it isn't just the message of trying to tell somebody you need to follow Jesus, but also the gospel takes in this idea of us bringing social systems and neighborhoods and homes and third places and entire networks and areas back into a reconciled relationship to God. And so we have a role to do that wherever we go, that we're taking the peace of God with us, that we're taking the shalom of God. We talked about in the second week when we're reflecting God, that there's a rest, there's a peace that he gives us. We're taking that and giving it to the place that we're at. That when Jesus told the disciples to go out, he sent 70 out, and he said, when you go to a place, he said, go to the door, and if they let you and they greet you, let your peace stay there. He said, if they reject you, take it back with you. But in our case, we want to be, wherever we go, we want to be taking the peace of God to those places. We want to be operating in a shalom, that it's a restful peace. That in our neighborhoods, we're working towards there being hope. That we're going to be involved with community service, we're going to be involved with making sure that our neighborhood schools are taken care of, that in the places that we work, that we're going to be about compassionate living. And so this idea of presenting the gospel is not just to individuals, but it's a way for us to be influential and take the gospel to entire social systems and start to teach them also what it is to live out the principles of God, to not be driven by making money or by greed or lust or jealousy, but to operate in the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, to be operating in those things in all the places that we go. And so revealing God is revealing his heart. So as we are being made like him and we reflect him, we are revealing also to other people God's real heart. His heart is not towards greed and envy. His heart is not towards lust. His heart is towards neighborhoods being restored, and for those who are rich to give to the poor, and those who are homeless to receive from others, and for people to sit at a table together and to all be unified together. So you're going to talk about more of this in your small group, and I'll see you on the flip side.